Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's Lance. I have these two Singer 328s. Just thought it's pretty interesting how different they are, both coming from the same factory in Scotland, about a year apart. The machine on the right is 1960. The machine on the left is 1961. Different same body, similar body. No, decals are different. The top cover, different colors. Hand wheel, different colors. So thought that was interesting. The machine on the right, who I call 328K number 1, is just about done working on. The sewing tests look really good. I think yesterday I sewed like eight layers of cotton, and it's been interfaced on both sides. So it's 8 layers of cotton and 8 layers of SF101 interfacing. And man, this thing just, doesn't even skip a beat. So I need to get some denim and maybe a leather belt from the Goodwill, and we'll see what happens. But one thing left on number 1 there is a cracked motor mount. The only plastic pieces on these 328Ks. So that's on order, and then we'll fix that up and it's going to be done. Meanwhile, 328K number 2, just starting to kind of dig into, but this is the level of dig in, right? I mean, so this is the entire, you can see that very well. This is the upper thread tension assembly, which has been removed and completely disassembled and completely cleaned with crud cutter. We'll set that aside for later on. You can see some of the condition here of 328K number 2. It's quite dirty in there. There's all kinds of lint from the last whatever. It's hard to imagine how old this baby is, but it's 60 years old. So as part of my standard operating procedure, I will completely take this thing apart and see what it looks like. It's not too bad over here on the needle vibrating assembly. Obviously it's pretty dry, but pretty clean. Of course that area is always covered, but we'll get into that later. And then if we pop this lid, which I undid the screws already, you can see it's dirtier than number 2 was when I picked up it's dirtier than number 1 was. A lot of old grease. It does turn, which is great. This was seized up, got that loose. Take that apart. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's got all the covers. The only thing it's missing, what was it missing? It was missing this little grommet for the cord to go down to a treadle. And some of the badging is not in great shape. I'll consider seeing if I can find some different badging. I'm not sure whether that'll clean up a little bit or not. So anyway, this is 328K number 2. So that's next up on the docket of repair and refurbishment. So we'll start digging into that and putting together some videos on some of that as well. So, well, it's going to be a fine day here in the shop. So until next time.